Hey everybody, it's your girl Tanya here with AuthenticallyTJB. And today, it starts our Rise and Reset series. And this is episode 1. And the title for this is It's Time to Be Honest. My life needs a reset. Yes. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my oldies but goodies. Welcome to my new subscribers. And as always, welcome to those who are going to subscribe but don't know you're going to subscribe yet. Look, let me start off with a question. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, this is not what I planned? This is not what I planned. Whew. You know, it's like you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but something feels off. Something feels off. So today, I'm not fixing anything yet. I'm not creating a plan. I'm not even budgeting or organizing. I'm just being honest. Because see, what I realized, before you can rise, you have to admit what needs to be reset. You can't rise unless you know what you got to reset. And you got to admit that there needs to be a reset. So I want to start this series by saying this. You, my friends, you're not behind. You are not failing. You, as well as myself, are just in a moment that requires awareness. See, this season of my life is real. It is real. I've been showing up, doing the routines, paying the bills. But internally, I knew something needed to change. And I'm going to tell you something. For a long time, I avoided it. I really did. I avoided what needed to be changed. And I'm going to be honest with you. Honesty, it requires accountability. I'm going to say that one more again. Honesty requires accountability. And see, accountability, that could feel uncomfortable. When you're being held accountable, that could feel uncomfortable. I know it has for me. So this episode 1, it's about truth. Not the highlight reel, not the I got it all together version, but the real question like, where am I financially? I mean, really, how am I spending my time? What is it that I'm avoiding? And most importantly, what habits are no longer serving me? Because you cannot reset what you refuse to acknowledge. And see, I had to sit with that. See, I realized my reset wasn't just about money. It was about alignment. And it was an alignment with my goals, my discipline, my future self, and more honestly, my peace. See, I had to ask myself, am I living the life that I keep saying I want? Whew. And if the answer is no, then something has to change. See, I know I'm not the only one here. So if this is you, what I need you to do, I need you to pause and think about this. Where are you feeling stuck? Not what looks good on the outside, but what feels misaligned on the inside. So you don't have to comment if you don't want to, but at least be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. You don't have to comment if you don't want to, but at least be honest with yourself. This series is not about perfection. This series here is about transformation, step by step. So, here's what the Rise and Reset series is going to look like. So, episode 1, which is today, we're talking about awareness, telling the truth, what needs to be reset. Episode 2, we're going to talk about financial reset, getting control of our money. We just need to get control. I know I need to get control of my money. At least I'm gonna be honest, right? Episode 3, routine reset. Sometimes we do the same thing over and over and over. That it becomes mundane. But in episode 3, we're going to talk about rebuilding our daily habits. Oh, this is a good one, you guys. Episode 4, mindset reset. How many times do I have to say, or have I said, you got to shift that mental map? You got to shift your mental map. You shifted how you think. A mind reset is shifting how you think. In the grand finale, boom, the rise. Yes, the rise. Showing up as your new self, because that's the intent, to show up as our new selves. Now, keep this in mind. This isn't overnight, but this is intentional. Let me say that again. Let me stutter for you. This is not overnight. This is intentional. Okay? So, my friends, if you are ready for a reset, I'm here to tell you you are in the right place. Now, I want you to commit to yourself, not to me, but to yourself. And what I want you to do first is start small. All I need you to do is take 10 minutes and write down what's working, what's not working, and what you've been avoiding. I'm going to repeat that. Take 10 minutes tonight and write down what's working, what's not working, and what you've been avoiding. Now, no fixing it yet, just awareness. Remember this, because clarity becomes before change, and we have to be clear about what we're trying to change, right? So, this is your reminder. Again, you are not stuck. You are not starting over. You are starting from experience. And this right here, this moment of honesty, this is where your reset begins. So, friends, I will see you in episode 2. Share this with someone who may need this. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, leave me a subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you'll be ready for episode 2. But don't forget, you are not stuck. You're not starting over. You're starting from experience. And this right here, this is the moment of honesty. All right, you guys, until the next episode, bye.